Yeah.
Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, and early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Oh, hello.
LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
He ain't got it in him. He ain't got that shit in him. Here, Marsh. Get back. I'll whip your little ass.
Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they can win it.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The Aggies brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
How they making do this?
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about?
Yeah,
Which
250 left.
You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talk about this game in particular. That's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Working that left side now. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. This quarterback part of their running game. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships.
Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Using his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
He'll bring it back looking for help.
That's all.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Bullshit. Bump this nigga enough to go.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played. No reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw, using his legs to buy some time. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense. And the Tigers in the hurry up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Looking deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you're going to love being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Now on the move. Quarterback gets the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Anybody here?
Texas A&M 14.
Hey, Dad, you trying to play out of this game? I'm in the second.
Here's this offense.
I got Key.
Set of downs. Power football with the run. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm.
Nah, yo, I got other shit to do too. Shit. I got other niggas waiting on me too.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run the option. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Hey, the big McDonald's got a bitch ass tonic water.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13.
The beast. Remember that.
Can somebody share screen that shit?
Oh, man.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll take it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Gets it out fast. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
Nigga don't want to go at that AI? Kill him.
His teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go. But
Somebody can put a share screen up.
Time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down.
That shit is not popping up in this motherfucker, I tell you that much.
So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Texas A&M going quickly. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quick toss. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense standing tall, trying to get the stop on 3rd and goal after having their backs against the wall.
Timeout, LSU.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
This time he's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense throwing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. 3rd and goal for the offense. Quarterback will keep it. He's knocked down.
I'm doing 24. I'm doing a little something.
After getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous?
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This is a designed run. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Texas A&M 24, LSU 0.
We're finna score 100 on his. That's what the fuck I'm doing.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half.
Ball right now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
They said, oh my God, I just picked this.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing
Hey,
from behind, every
so
much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang onto the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
He fires it out to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. We got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but.
I can't see with the socks on. Hell no.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Oh my God.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll ride his man on the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
He gotta be talking about Aaron Williams.
Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal. This one a 37-yarder.
Yeah, power forward center, yeah.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. SMU is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost reminds me of the days of the great Pony Express. They're up by 21. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And
to my Aaron Williams.
We'll be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, I couldn't find the one I wanted, though. Yeah, it ain't on there. It got to be downloaded with the team.
From the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends just so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
What?
He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
With the score, Texas A&M 27, LSU 7.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Smashes through. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Burn the fuck out my lip.
Texas A&M will snap it in
the
the red zone.
road. Like half a wood. Give me that shit. Like half a wood, but I got that crackhead in that lighter.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11 on 11.
Yeah, who's that? I beat
stand there and watch the play. Now
who the fuck is
he's
that?
very much involved in the play.
Circle?
He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and
I
cover
beat that
him.
nigga
So
like
the quarterback
85
scrambling, the
to 14.
quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Quarterback keeper. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4.
Get set, get set.
Quarterback keeps it. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Okay.
3rd and goal coming up here.
Here we go.
I'm setting them. I'm setting them. Sort of got them.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense.
They trying to say I ain't started. They niggas say they trying to say I ain't started. So can't nobody say it no more. Can't nobody say it no more.
2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting.
Let me say I'm blisking. I'm blisking. Sort of got them.
Unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today.
Stop trolling, gang. I'm a Spurry.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing good money.
Nigga is funny.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
LSU offense will take over 1st and 10.
Sort of got them.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, LSU! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DB.